Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Now, before starting, I'll just set up a quick context to our video today. Now, one of the most important part of a salesperson's job role is to research about companies to target, and only the quality of that research defines the performance of the outreach in terms of either getting the meeting scheduled or getting leads who show interest. Now, it is similar to how a chef prepares a signature dish. The cooking only works when the ingredients are chosen carefully, measured correctly, and prepared with intention. The better the prep, the better the result. And that's exactly what we're going to see and learn to do today using Clay. So, today, this video is about how to use Clay to do company research. The very first step is to go onto Clay and go into the Find Company section. When we are here, surely we all know how to use different filters as per ICP that include, say, the industries, the company size, the location. These three basic parameters is what gives us a list of companies that are closer to what our ICP audience is. But does it give you the entire picture? Is it enough for you to actually make the call and tell that this is my solution or this is my product? And I feel that this is important for you. That ideally doesn't work. Why? Because we don't have that information that can help us in pitching that product. So what we need to do is we need to do further research into those companies. So let's take for example that we are approaching D2C focused apparel and fashion brands to pitch about logistic tech or logistic services or products. Now I'm going to put in the industry as say apparel and fashion. So if I see in apparel, there are multiple industries that I have: retail, apparel and fashion. So I'll take all of them because all seem relevant to me. I've taken the industries. Now, as I mentioned that I'm looking for D2C companies. So what Clay offers is we have a description keywords to include filter wherein we can simply type that particular keyword as D2C. Once I've done that, I'll get a list of all those companies who have mentioned in their description that they are a D2C company. Now, there's one way to go about it that I can put in over here. The another way to do this is by going in the products and services section and then mentioning what is the sort of product that they are selling. One more way is to go into the AI filters, and over here in terms of the business type, we can put it as B2C, giving us more details. Now, once this is done, say for example, I have a list of these companies that fall into my criteria. I have applied those filters. I can also use the company size filter to further narrow this list down. For now, let me keep it open. So I have this one set of companies that I want to target. Another use case over here is, say for example, I have already a couple of clients that I've got from this industry. What I can do is that I can look for this filter, that is a lookalike company filter, wherein all I need to do is I just simply need to find the URL of the client that I have. Say in this case, if Max Fashion is one of my clients, then what I can do is that I can just paste the LinkedIn URL of that particular client over here and I can search for similar companies. So what Clay does is, based on that particular company, it gives me a list of similar companies in that category. And I exactly have that entire list. So this further narrows down my list to target better. So at this point, what information do I have? I have one, as per my initial ICP, I have a list of companies. Second is I have further filtered it to be in the similar category of my clients so that I have a much more relevant use case to pitch. Then what I'll do, I'll click on continue. Once I have clicked on this, I'll have the entire table created with that entire company list wherein I'll have the initial details that I need. Now, this is exactly the sort of information that every salesperson has. But let's see what more can we do over here to narrow things down or to get a better research done. So on the right hand side, if you can see, there are different action items wherein we can enrich certain details about a company. So let's quickly see what all options do we get over here. So when I click on view all enrichments, and when I see the enrich company info section, so I can enrich details related to the company's acquisition, their current competitors, the company's social media pages, be it Facebook, Instagram, I can find those. Now, how does this become relevant is I can see based on their followers that how many visitors do they have, and based on that I can make a fair assumption that they might be getting these many orders on a daily or a monthly basis. But now, say for example, if I am a logistic tech company and I want to see which platform or what is their tech stack. Now, how would this help is if I have a tech stack or if I understand what is the underlying technology that that particular company is using, then I can share that I or as a product company have APIs that can integrate with this particular tech stack. For example, if a D2C brand's website is built on Shopify or WooCommerce, then I can see whether my own product has easy integration with Shopify or WooCommerce or any other platform. This gives me an idea that if a customer has challenges in terms of integrating similar solutions as mine, and if API integration is the issue, then I can start my pitch with that. Right? Hi, this is a quick intro about our company, and we integrate easily with companies that have built their website on Shopify. This is a quick example of what we can do now. How do we do that is by using the website tech stack as an enrichment option. So I'll quickly click on it, and as you can see over here, it has a quick setup tab. When I click on the full configuration, I'll be able to see what all tools does Clay use to find that details. So we have built with predict leads and SimilarWeb. Now obviously what I can do is that I can remove any one of them if I want to just search based on built with and predict leads. I can do that. And I'll just quickly save and run for the first 10 rows to test it out that what is the result that I'm exactly getting. Now, as soon as I do that, this particular enrichment starts happening. And if you can see over here, for this specific company, it has given me the entire tech stack, starting with WooCommerce, which is again a platform on which websites are built. That's e-commerce websites are built. So I get other details as well, that what other underlying technology is this company using to give me an idea where all can I integrate, where all might they have challenges in terms of integrations. So this is one data point that I get in addition to my basic research to further pitch better. Now, for example, say there are numbers of enrichment that we have over here. I'll just go back to the enrich company info and show it to you. So these are all the basic ones, or these are all the data that we can find from open source. But say if I'm looking for something specific, then in that case, what do I do? Say if I'm looking for any pain points that the company might have. Now I'm not going to get a direct enrichment filter over here for that. But the best part is Clay allows you to use their AI to do it, wherein we can use the AI agent or use just simply their AI to write a prompt, which then Clay uses to build an agent to get that data for us by researching through multiple sources. So what I have to do over here is as simple as I can just simply write that I want to know the challenges in terms of logistics that the company faces. Now, once I have my prompt written over here, I'll just click on generate and it starts sculpting that particular prompt. So it will take a couple of seconds over here to draft that entire prompt, to create different versions of it, and then it will give us a prompt that we can then run. So we'll just wait for a minute over here, and as you can see, it has already started creating the agent based on that particular prompt. Now it has started adding a context as to what all things it needs to do. It has set an objective over here, and it has started giving instructions to the agent that this is what you have to search for. Now in this case, it goes through the website, the LinkedIn URL, which is already available over here in our dataset, and then it will have all the details extracted, and it will be giving us those specific details in form of a response over here. Now again, you might wonder that why would this be relevant is it helps us in terms of understanding if a company is facing any particular challenge, then it becomes a way for us to pitch with a use case wherein we can say that this is what we are solving for, and this is, say, a client for whom we have solved a similar challenge. So it acts as a more value added conversation that you can have with your lead instead of something that goes out as a very cold outreach. Now my prompt over here is ready, and all I have to do is then save and run it. Now it takes some time for this entire AI to run and then give us the responses. But as you can see, it has initially started doing it. And that is about how you can do more further research using Clay to have better company research and company prospecting in place, and for you to prepare your pitch according to that, to then target better and to get better conversions. So this was about it. This was about our tutorial on how to prospect or how to do company research so that you can get better output using Clay. So if you found this useful and if this might help you in terms of your outreach, then please do like and subscribe to our channel, and thank you so much for watching this video.